What's up guys, Claudio here, checking in with the sneak peek for the first update of August, which will be hitting next Tuesday. This was released earlier today by GM Grammarly, so let's go through all the stuff they have for us. It's not a terribly long list, sadly. I guess all the stuff is really going into Season 2 Kings right now, so we have been left a bit dry with content and new heroes, and right now we didn't even get a balance patch, or not even a notification of a balance patch, which is a bit sad. I was kind of looking forward to some of that stuff. So yeah, let's look what we have. So they are renewing the challenge rate content. Basically, when you clear challenge rate content, you will be able to exchange points that you have obtained for rewards. So I guess challenge rate gets its own shop, and when you clear challenge rates, you will be obtaining points that you can use in that shop. Now they do say here that on the 2nd of August, on Monday, they will be closing challenge rate. So if you want to get the rewards from the current one, you should probably do it this week before the reset, because on Monday they will be closing this one until the maintenance. So the way it will also work, that depending you get points, as we discussed, and depending on the difficulty level that you choose, and also you can choose yourself penalties or advantages for clearing. And if you choose a penalty, then you will obtain more points when you clear, and if you choose an advantage, then you get fewer points. Now this can be alright, because if you can easily clear the stages, then I suppose they will be like debuffs, so you can't use certain characters or stuff like that, while advantages will be buffs to your own team, so you can kind of set your own difficulty, and if you have a more built out team, then you can obtain more points from this. What I'm not sure about, whether this still will keep like the old team challenge rate, which I like doing, so because doing with friends and stuff, that was kind of funny. Yeah, so I wonder if that stays, or if it will be just for solo, or how it will turn out. They don't really share too much info here, sadly, but yeah, that's the gist of it, that we get these penalty advantage system, and you get a challenge rate shop where you can exchange for items. They do not say what items yet, so I guess we find out next week. Moving on, we have the Stardust show preparation. This is a rerun of an old event. I think it has been running like twice already. You will be able to obtain unique weapon and treasure fragments, event artifact pieces, transcendence attribute points, and event artifact pendulum of fantasy. I recall this event not being super interesting, but at least everyone is wearing bikinis, so there is that for you during summer. And speaking of bikinis, we get more swimsuit costumes. This time it's for Cassandra, Grammarly, Lucius, Krisha, Isolette, Lias, Miriam, and Isaiah. And for a change, they do share all of them in advance. They don't say if they do get some special motions with them. They usually do say that. They look alright, but if I'm totally honest with you guys, I'm a little bit bored of all the swimsuit costumes. We have been getting them for so long now, and this year we already had the wedding swimsuits, and then the corrupted swimsuits, and now we get the beach costumes. It's like, I understand that fan service sells, but I really wish they explored some different kind of costumes. Like, I don't know, Holy Knights of Orvelia, we have stuff like Loman, if you remember Loman's League of Honor costume, that looked pretty badass. And then there was Ricardo, so they are like, maybe you could go on with that art style and just updates, give stuff like Scarlet or Demia or Klaus, or even Chase. Imagine Chase in full armor, that would be kind of cool. Or even you could add maybe like normal Castle, for instance, like, because he was to be a Knight of Orvelia, or Priscilla, who was like a member of the Orvelian army, so maybe they could have like this one themed armor, and that would look cool. Or I don't know, Coven Witches or whatever, or like Technomagic. We have Kara and Annette, who had some Technomagic like costumes in the past, but it didn't really go on. And like, if you remember the story when the Hound unit is going through the Technomagic Kingdom, then Valence tells them that they should bring back gear they find that they salvage, and she will make gear for them. So they could have like a technomagic, some cyberpunkish blinky armor, or I don't know. So something that's new and not all the same, and maybe not all about fan service. I know it sells, but like just find these a bit boring now, and would like to see something else that's different. And there can be so many things that you can have, and like if they need inspiration, there are other games. Like if any of you knows, well, most of you probably know League of Legends. It does have all sorts of costumes for all sorts of characters, and they aren't all bikinis. There are those too, but there are other stuff too, and people like them and buy them. So I don't know why we have to stick to only stuff that is fan service and that shows as much skin as humanly possible. Yeah, I mean, like look at, for instance, Lias. This is cool, but if somebody, or like cute, but if somebody wants fan service, tell me that they will go over either of her swimsuit costumes. I don't think so. Like, sure, if someone really loves their character, then they will maybe get all the costumes for them, or Isaiah. But compared to the corrupted swimsuit one, which is absolutely hot, this is cute, but I would probably still get the other one if I wanted that. So yeah, I'm a bit torn about this. Not super excited about these costumes. Krisha looks cute, I will give that. I like this more than her bikini eventually, but yeah, like, I don't know, just the same team. Please give us more. And on the topic of content, yeah, I mean, these teasers about the they are coming, like they are short and they don't really tell us anything that we can be hyped about. It just shows some very evil looking character, and it would be nice to hear more about what's coming. And just if these came like 3 months ago and Vespa started the hype then maybe this would be better. But right now we have not really seen too much new stuff in the last 2-3 months. So I think a lot of people are a little bit bored with the game now, and that comes to affect them in a negative way. You can see that in the comments of this patch note too. So, and that's really all about it. So meh. I'm happy for the update, and of course event with freebies, but yeah, not terribly hyped about any of this. Really, we'll see how the challenge rate plays out. Now, meanwhile, since it's Tuesday, the bingo event started, so let's just switch over to the game and have a real quick look how that actually looks like. So here we are in game, and if we go to the events tab, then it should be, God, I will be so blind, it's here down here. So the bingo event that you can get. So to give you a quick explanation, when you spend 20 stamina a day, you get one of these keys, and you can spend 500 total to get 25 keys. Of course you can spend more, but you will only get 25 keys max. And you can use these keys to open anything on the bingo board. You can open 1 or 10 at a time. Now what they say is that if you use the 10 option, then so once you get 1, 3 or 5 lines, the board will reset. You get these rewards and the board will reset, and you get 1 point here in this bar. And as you fill up this bar here, you will be getting various rewards. These are Lua's unique weapon tickets, so you can use them for NPCs, which is really good. And this was a UT upgrade stone, and these should be unique weapon and unique treasure tickets, transfer tickets, which go up to Isolet, I believe, which is kind of weird because she's a kind of old character. Now what they do say, so that if you use 10 of these and the board resets, then you don't keep the extra keys you use. So if you only needed, like, say 7 keys to reset the board and you use the plus 10, then you technically lose 3. So what I've been doing with my alts was that I opened 10 first, and then I just went one by one until the board reset. Okay, so that's 3 lines already. Let's see how many keys we have left. Okay, so 4 keys left. Actually, that's sorry, that's me dying here. So 4 keys left, and as you can see, the board reset now, and we got 1 extra point. Now how many keys it takes you is entirely up to your own luck. my alts, and both had like 3 or 4 keys left after the first reset. So this seems to be kind of the standard that it takes to reset. And yeah, this is up for like 2 weeks, and yeah, it's kind of easy to get. So there is that. On the other hand, we also still have the Enhancement Lab challenge, and this will be running until the maintenance along with the Spend the Ruby event. I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on how I feel like this is going, because they have just added these new renewed the part where Lakrak is giving you powder and crystals in, or tears and crystals in your mail, which you can use for the Enhancement Lab. As you can see, what I've been doing was that I was collecting the +9 weapons. I should have like, yeah, I have like 1 +11 here, might have more. I think I personally will attempt to get 1 to +13, which gives you the our event artifact selector, and that takes about 7,000 tiers, so I will have to break some more of these to get there. And after that, I will probably turn in all of these at +9, because unique treasure fragments are kind of important. I'm always low on UT fragments, so I'll probably just turn in these. And we've been making with some calculations like with White Team, and technically if you go to the shop and buy these, then you can get 10 for these for 300, which will give you 250 unique treasure fragments. So technically 1200 rubies will give you 1 UT ticket, which is compared, I think it's usually sold for like 4K at the shop, so technically it's worth. So right now we have the ruby spending event, so if you have the rubies and you are participating, or if you want to get the ruby spending event rewards, then this might be actually an option for spending your rubies, provided you have enough of these materials. If you go back, I still have like 1100 points. Okay, I can buy the weapons, and so you have to kind of calculate how many weapons you will be able to upgrade, because of course there is a lot of failure involved in these and so much clicking and gold. But I think actually you can probably invest some of that rubies if you are going for the spend the rubies event anyway. Then you can probably use some of that here. The only other option is like well, there are some packages in the shop, but mostly it's the ether boxes that you can spend on, which is like you either need them or not, and even that will not get you to completely 50k. Other than that, maybe you can do like normal pools, but that's kind of, I don't know, or you can buy heroes or costumes. Those are the options. But you can also consider buying some weapons. You kind of have to calculate how many of these you have, or you can actually also go for unique weapon fragments. If that's what you desire, then you need to use even less of these, so that's also an option, and then you can just exchange them for the fragments. So that's what I am going to do personally. Just wanted to share this update with you guys, and yeah, this is really all about the patch and the events now. I hope Vespa comes out with some information soon. That reminds me, I kind of wanted to mail them about it, but they are super stingy with information, because they do not want to leak anything from season 2. So yeah, I mean, not even us C-Raiders know anything, sadly, or at least I do not know, and I have asked about stuff. Maybe the other guys do. But yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, especially if it's about cookies or cake or any such stuff. And this has been Cloudy for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.